So before we begin our discussion of microeconomics measurement, we need to take some time. What is microeconomics all about? Microeconomics is the branch of economics that deals with the entire economy. Most discussion in microeconomics focus on one or more of the following. Number 1, microeconomic problems. Number 2, microeconomic theories. Number 3, microeconomic policies. And number 4, last, different views on how economy works.
Macroeconomic problems. 1. High inflation rate. 2. High unemployment rate. 3. High interest rates. 4. Low economic growth. Macroeconomic theories. Theories that attempt to explain such things as change in the price level, changes in unemployment, changes in interest rates, and so on. Some of these theories will bear names such as Keynesian theory, output of the monetarist theory of the price level.
Macroeconomic policies. To solve certain macroeconomic problems, macroeconomists often propose certain types of policies. Different views of how the economy works. We are not at the stage in the history of macroeconomics where we can say that all the macroeconomists agree as to how the economic works. Economy has certain forces within it that can cause it to get ill on its own.
Unemployment and employment rate computation. U is equals to number of employment persons over civilian labor force, and E is equals to number of employee person over civilian non-institutional population. An unemployed person may be a job loser, a job leaver, a rentrant, or a new entrant.
Chapter 6. Gross Domestic Product or GDP. The total market value of all final goods and services produced annually within a country's borders. The general equation for real gap. Real gap base minus year prices times current minus year quantities.
Chapter 16. The term economic growth refers either to absolute real economic growth or to a per capita real economic growth. Per capita real GDP is equal to real GDP divided by population. Two types of economic growth. Economic growth that occurs from an inefficient level of production, and then economic growth that occurs an efficient level of production.
What causes economic growth? 1. Natural resources. 2. Labor. 3. Capital. 4. Technological advances. 5. Free trade as technology. 6. Property rights structure. 7. Economic freedom. Policies to promote economic growth. 1. Tax policy. 2. Regulatory policy. 3. Industrial policy.
Microeconomics versus macroeconomics. The study of economics is divided into two major branches, microeconomics and macroeconomics. Microeconomics comes from the Greek word mikros, meaning small. Microeconomics deals with the behavior of individual actors in the economy. It can mean one consumer, one household, one firm, or even one industry. Some questions we aim to answer in microeconomics are: if price of cars go up, what happens to consumer demand? If income levels of people increase, how will demand for meat change? So microeconomics deals with the individual parts of the economy. When you hear microeconomics, think small. Macroeconomics comes from the Greek word makros, meaning big. In macroeconomics, we are interested in the economy as a whole. For example, the country's unemployment rate, changes in prices of goods, or inflation. National income, which is often referred as GDP. Some questions we try to answer in macroeconomics are: what happens if money supply increase? What causes the economy to grow over time? So in a nutshell, macroeconomics studies the economy as a whole. When you hear macroeconomics, think big. And you know what? Microeconomics and macroeconomics are interrelated. To understand macroeconomics, we got to understand microeconomics. For instance, a typical question we ask in macroeconomics is: when interest rates go down, how will GDP change? To answer this question, we need to first understand microeconomics. How will a consumer respond to an interest rate drop? Will consumers start saving less? How will a firm respond to an interest rate drop? Will a firm start investing more? Once we understand the behaviors of individual agents, we can then understand the economy